Hello, everyone. Tyler, get closer to the mic. Mike is here. You're weighing the freak over there. Nerd. You nerdopotamus. Fix your chair like you have to.
I already did.
Good. Talking to the mic like a good little boy.
And I'm putting my phone on do not disturb.
I'm doing that as well. Bunch of disturbing people who want to disturb us. How dare you?
They're just so disturbed.
How dare you? How dare
How dare you? And what is that?
Ah.
From the greatest shows.
What is it?
With like one of the hottest girls.
Gosh, that's what you always think about. This guy. Got the hot chick in it.
Yeah, like that's How I Met Your Mother. Great show. Yeah.
It was a great show. Then they went off the rails.
Yeah, that's true.
That last season was so bad,
It was
man.
so
It was
bad.
so bad. It was not good.
It had nothing to do with New York.
Didn't have anything to do with. Didn't really have anything to do with anything.
Uh-huh.
It was just poopy pants.
It's like they spread.
Poopy pants. Oh look, we have 99 followers. We are one away from 100.
Nice.
So close. Remember, we'll put up a camera if we reach 200 followers. Then you can see the fatness in all its glory.
How?
So buy a new truck today? Well,
Dare you.
I bought a truck that's new to me. It is used, but not used. It's a 2021.
Okay.
Super fun.
Yeah.
I've wanted a Dodge Ram. Well, it's not a Dodge anymore. It's just technically a Ram. I've wanted one since I was 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Here goes now. And yeah.
So midlife crisis. Midlife crisis.
Not midlife crisis. What are you talking about?
Oh, right.
How's that a midlife crisis?
I needed a truck.
I didn't
wanted a
need. I
truck.
didn't need or want. What are you talking about? How much is your car payment a month?
It's 600.
Yeah. You want to know what mine is?
600.
No. 330.
Wow.
And we own the Subaru. So don't talk to me about midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis, your face.
You're really nice.
Hey, you're the one that brought up midlife crises. Like, what's that about? I went and got something that's cool and fun and that I can afford. It's not like I'm buying something I can't afford.
That's true.
Like, that would be a midlife crisis. It's
Yeah.
not like I bought a convertible. I bought a pickup truck.
Well, have you seen the amount? Like, you must have had $20,000 saved up in order to afford that truck. Like, trucks are easily $50,000.
You want to know how much my truck was?
How much?
23.
Where did you get it from?
Velocity. That's what I mean. Is I didn't buy a $56,000 truck. I know I wouldn't have been able to justify that.
Right. It looked
Right.
like a 56.
Well, that's the right. That's the point. Is it looks like it is, but it's not.
Okay.
No, we've owned the Saturn forever too.
Uh-huh.
Or the Saturn, sorry, the suit. So we own the Yaris,
Uh-huh.
and I traded that in.
Uh-huh.
That they gave me like $1,000 for it. Like,
Right.
Fine, whatever. But we are killing it.
Nice.
But no, I did all the research and I did all the stuff and waited until I found a really good deal. And because what they did, because like people aren't really buying trucks right now, right?
Yeah.
So when they originally had it on the lot, I don't know when they got it, but it was like they were selling it for 30, right? Well, month after month, they're dropping it. And so, I waited until they had dropped it to the price I wanted, and off we went. And the thing was, Britt wanted to buy me a truck this year. We just, we weren't necessarily going to buy one right now. But I was like, well, the Yaris, the brakes, I had to change the brakes, and there was like, let me tell you a story, okay? Let me tell you a story right now. Story time.
Yes.
Okay.
Story time.
So changing brakes not hard. Like, do it in my driveway. Not a big deal at all. Okay.
Right.
I get the passenger front wheel off, and and it's fine. The wheel is seized to the axle, whatever it is. So I have to like pry it off, which sucked. But you know, more or less, it's still fine. And so I get it off, change the brakes, get the wheel back on. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Thinking to myself, you know, done it great. So I go to the other side. I start trying to get it off. It won't come off. So I'm like, so I put on the what's it called? The tire iron that comes with the car. So it fits the lug nuts perfectly, right? So I'm not using the wrong size. I can't do it with my arm, so I put it in a position where I can kind of like stand on it and like push with my leg. And it snaps off. It snaps off.
The lug
nut stem, like the stud, you know, that you twist it on. It snaps off. And I'm looking at it like, because I don't know like how to fix that necessarily, right? I don't know like what that means. Yeah. So I'm like, I just broke my car. Like it's gonna be like all these repairs. So I'm like, well, I still got to get the wheel off. So I go to get all the other ones off, and guess what? Every single one broke off. All of them.
All the lug.
All of them.
So brittle.
Well, I guess.
And it's not like they were just like not coming off.
No, it's not like
anything.
it's not
It's
like
just
I like
like
twisted it or torqued it or anything like that. I'm using the tire iron just like if it was a flat tire, right? Like what would I do if it was a flat tire? That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And so they snap off. They've snapped off. And so I call my father-in-law, who's, you know, he's really good at cars and usually helps me. I usually use his garage to do all this stuff. And he's like, okay, you just need to replace the things, and like we can do that. It's not a big deal. I'm like, okay, so I haven't broken my car. Great. That makes me happy. Now I don't have to like stress about it. And so we can but that wheel also won't come off. Like, so the stems are broken off. There's nothing that should be keeping it on the thing. But it won't come off.
Yeah.
Like it's just sitting there not coming off. So we sprayed WD-40 and we let it sit for 2 days, and then I just kick it and it comes off. It's like, okay, perfect. So we fix it, right? Brother Pfeiffer, he's a mechanic, right? He comes and helps us all the time. So he comes and helps us, great. Do it. He actually does all the work, super kind, super nice of him, right? I just have to watch and see what he's doing because I want to learn a new thing. So I get up this morning. I borrowed my dad's Jetta, super nice car, by the way, like super nice.
Yeah.
And so I borrowed that to go to work. But I want to get him his vehicle back. I don't want to, sit and toy with it, right?
Yeah.
And so he, oh, I missed you, you butt! Is this a good idea? I don't know. Find out. And
looks like you guys are doing great.
Oh yeah, and I just pushed that in too.
Nice win.
You're dead. And so I get the car, drive it today, start driving it, and I kid you not, on that side that we had all the trouble with, it just starts making a huge thumping sound, and I'm like, what is going on? So, and it's like loud. Like it sounds like there's something in like the gears, like in the wheel. That's like, so I'm like, did we like leave something in it? Did a screw come loose? So I was already planning to go today to go look at that truck because I want to go see it, because I test drive some other ones. I was like, okay, do I want this or not? So I don't feel like that was your best play, Greninja. I'm just saying, I'm a pretty beefy boy right now, and you're dead. Like, I don't know what that was about. I'm already level 14. Like, I'm kind of killing it here. I don't know if I like this play though. I can't stop anyone from coming in though. It might unite. Okay, good. We'll just put it out. Okay, so I'm on my way to the thing, but I'm like, you know what? It's like, it sounds just terrible. So I turn around, I take the wheel off. So everything looks fine. There doesn't look like there's anything wrong. So then I look at the other tire, and so like we had it on jack stands, right, for a couple of days. So the other tire, tire on its, on the axle or whatever, on the lug nuts, those lug nuts have come loose. So as I'm driving, basically what's happening is it's like tipped like this because it's not tight on the right hand side. So it's like it's uneven, so it's like making this weird sound. So I fixed that, everything's fine, great. I go to the thing, I test drive the truck. I'm like, this is what I want. I've wanted it since I was 10. Off I go. Bam, done. Truck is mine. Just got done putting it on my insurance. Boom. Life is great. It's bright red. I love it.
Bright red.
Bright red. Racing red. It is so red that you would think I was a fan of Utah or something. So awesome. But because the thing is we've been wanting a truck for a while too, because we just get tired of like, oh, I want this kill so bad. So we want a truck because we use trucks and we want the truck, so we were gonna get
level 15. Well done.
We were gonna get one anyways.
And they didn't surrender.
No, I mean they were just like we're that's kind of how I get too. It's like, I'm not surrendering. I know we're not gonna win. But yeah, so it's like, it was a good day. A really good day. But that makes me happy. People thinking of like, oh, he bought a $60,000 truck. It's like, no.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I watch a few YouTube channels that are like, dude, the used car market and just the auto industry market. Right. No one's buying anything.
Right. Well, and that's what I mean is like normally that truck would sell for 30 grand. And they just kept dropping it. And I just stumbled upon it and I was like, oh yeah, that's everything I want. And it's like, you'll have to get in it. Like the interior is like super nice. The only thing, I wish the bed were a little longer, but it's like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. There's things that like when I look at a car, so it has a V6, it would be nice if it was a V8. But it will do everything I want it to do. So, we want to tow like a little tent trailer. It'll tow a tent trailer. Like, should we all? No, let's stick with this. If you guys want to be crazy and go all, I want to be an all-rounder too. I'll stick with this. I'll do the right thing. Yeah, buds. But yeah, like, so it, like everything was there.
Interesting.
And I, and that was the thing too, is it was like, we could wait. And I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but it's like, I knew the truck I wanted. I wanted that truck because it gets really good reliability ratings, has about 60,000 miles on it. It's rated to go over 200,000 miles. It's like, and so it's hitting all these marks, and then like when I saw the price, it's like done, like sold.
Right.
Like, that's not even hard. Not even a hard thing. I got a 5-year warranty on it, so that's great. So now I have 5 years that I don't have to worry about anything, and it's unlimited mile warranty as well. So yeah, great. I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty happy. Makes me pretty happy.
Oh good, your Mewtwo isn't working.
Ah, perfect! Wonderful! Yay, us!
Oh good.
Oh great.
Oh,
I wonder if he's just like eating Cheeto.
Oh,
okay,
now
there he goes. Yeah, that's well, and it might have been laggy. It also could just be maybe he like got kicked out and then had to reload in. There's lots of things that happen. I will admit, I have also, being a butt, have gone and like something happens and I'm like, I get kicked out or whatever, or I'm just like not paying attention and it's been like a minute's passed, and it's like, why isn't he playing? I don't know.
It is a conundrum. So
Would you get off me, please?
So-
Jeez.
So, the other day, Sunday,
Uh-huh.
when I was super not feeling good,
Stupid.
and
Okay.
so
He got away.
so last Sunday I came over to your house and we were watching the football games,
Yes.
the NFL games, and my wife and your wife went out to a party.
Uh-huh.
And I was feeling, kind of down. I was feeling kind of gross and sick.
Right.
But I wasn't feeling like sick. Like I'm fine, whatever.
Right.
But throughout the night, I just kept getting worse, and I was like, not talking.
I was worried about you, man. I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
this is just not looking good.
So, anyway, by the end of the night, apparently I had a 102-degree thing and took a COVID test and was negative, and so
Yeah, that's what I was worried about the most. It's like, man, is he? Well, I don't really care about that. I'm fine if you did had COVID, but
yeah.
yeah, that sucks.
Uh-huh.
I don't want you to have COVID. I don't want you to take that risk.
Yeah,
You're dead.
I'm pretty sure it was just me being sick from being in the car for 20 hours in 2 days, So,
Oh, don't die! Don't die!
you made it!
You stupid Cinderace! Slow bro for the win! I love Slow Bro so much. He's just so funny. Because he's probably like, I'm gonna get him! Nope! You're not! You're not! Really, I probably should have gotten a berry right there. That's alright.
So anyway, I borrowed your ice pack.
Oh yeah, I left it in the thing and I forgot.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good.
So when we were picking up the kids from school, we just dropped it off at your house
Right.
or brought it over, and I saw your car like tilted up and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And Brittany was like, "We've had a day."
Yeah. It was not
Like
good.
we aren't on good terms at the moment.
No. Oh. That car.
We're like, oh, okay. Well, I love you both. Be good. Let us know if there's anything I can do.
So frustrating.
It's so.
It's so maddening when some, because it's like when it first happens and like I've only one's cut like snapped off. At first I'm like, because I push it down and it it breaks, but like I thinking I like broke like the seal on it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's a common like terminology. And then I'm looking and I'm like, where is it? Like where's the lug nut? And then I'm like, why is that so? Because like it should be like rusted, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of like use. It's
Right.
an old car, 2007.
Yeah.
So it's all shiny, and it's like, why is it so shiny? And it's like, oh, it's snapped off. And so I'm just like, well,
I don't know what to do.
I don't know. And so I'm like thinking to myself, well, if I like snap the opposite one off, then I'll just drive on two. So I'm, just doing the whole like trying to save money thing.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm just like, you know what? I am done with this car. it did its job. It did a really good job. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, didn't you guys have it like for years?
Like like we've had it since 2013.
Right.
So it's like that's what I mean. It's like we don't just,
wasn't it in college when you got it? While I was in college.
We don't buy cars and then like we run our cars into the ground. Like that Saturn we had, I got that in 2008.
Right.
We just got Brittany a new car in 2022.
Right.
So we used that car for 14 years.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
You know, so and that's the thing. Because here's the other thing. When we buy a car, my personal opinion is if you can afford it, you should buy a nicer car. It doesn't have to be new, but a nicer car that you'll use for like, you want 10 years out of it. You can get 10 years, you're doing great, right? 10 years without a lot of problems, right?
Yeah.
The only thing we had to change on the Yaris was a starter. That was it. You know, and then obviously the brakes I was trying to change, but that's a very minor, minor thing to change.
Right.
So, but if I had bought like a car, if I'd went and bought a car, I would have done the same thing. Like I would have bought something that was like $23,000. So it's like I've always wanted a truck. We wanted a truck, so it's like okay, so like it fit everything that like made it. And it's like I said, it's like it's not a V8, so it's not. You know, there's things about it that maybe would have made it more expensive. It's called what's called a classic. So they make the 1500s in like their normal thing, right? And those are a little more expensive. But then the classic, it's like a callback to earlier years, but then it's obviously still 2021. So that it makes it cheaper. It doesn't, it doesn't have like heated seats or anything. But it is 4-wheel drive, and it can tow. I need to put a hitch on it, though. It doesn't.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm just like, I would have spent the same amount on a car. So it's like, well, get the truck you've always wanted. Yes, that is what and the cab is huge. Like 5 adults could fit in there very comfortably.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I feel great. And anyone who thinks anything about it can honestly shut their damn mouth.
Well, she looked so like, I'm done with the day. Thanks for bringing this back. Like, I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, that's what's funny, right? Is I got pushed out. That sucked. I should be there taking off. Oh, poopy pants look stupid. But yeah, like, well, and that was the whole thing, is that because that was also the reason why Brittany was like probably looked that way too, is because I was like, look, we've used this car to its end, so I'm gonna go look and get a truck probably. Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
That was sucky. Oh!
And stay alive.
I tried to get that stupid Cinderace, and I missed him. Billy Faith. Is he not having a nightmare? But yeah, so we keep going in like one at a time and just dying. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, I was right there. I almost had it. Shoot. I almost stole it. That would have been so funny.
It would have been awesome.
That would have been great.
Oh man. Oh man.
I don't do enough damage to knock off this shield. Was it not even doing it? Why aren't you doing it? That's weird. Oh well. Oh, it's because this is the thing. I didn't even notice that either. Whoopsie!
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah, I kind of got played out. I might have actually lost that for our team, because I was going forward and I got kicked out right at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, gotcha. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you got the car you wanted, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like.
But yeah, because I understand what you're saying too. It's like
I was like,
if you get a, because like you want to know how much my father-in-law's truck was?
yeah, like
It was
probably,
it was probably in the 70s,
yeah.
and I bet his payment is over $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, look, he can afford it, so good on him. You know, he makes lots of money. Great. I obviously cannot afford that. But what's funny though too is like we are still, I think the average family pays, I think it's like $800, $900 a month in car payments. And we're nowhere near that.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get me this thing, and that's the thing is I'll run that into the ground too, and like hopefully it'll be like the Saturn where I run it into the ground like 14, 15 years.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I'm thinking of. So we're a one-car family right now,
Yeah.
but we're thinking of changing that up, and I cannot. Like it's a lot of car what we have, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it is.
kind of silly.
Well,
But
and
that's what
that
she wants,
right.
and it'll last 10 years.
Right.
It's a great car. It's a Honda Pilot, like a 2019, I think.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's the thing is it's always just about a give and take, right? It's like, okay, what do you want? How do you want it? Can you afford the payment? So it's like, I feel like people are really dumb when they like look and judge others for like for example, I want like, so we got a bigger TV years ago, and I'm not gonna say who this was, but a person came in and I asked him, hey, will you help me, because it's bigger than what we had. And he's like, well, why did you get a TV? And I'm like, what do you mean, why did I get a TV? Because I can pay for it. That's why I got a TV. He's like, well, I don't think you need that TV. It's like, I don't care what you think I need. Like, who do you think you are?
yeah,
Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you stupid?
yeah,
Like, I don't think you do. Like, so dumb.
yeah. Like
And the TV I bought, again, like the truck, like, yeah, it is a big TV, but guess what? It was like $300.
right.
Like, because that's what I do. I get the thing that, like, looks like, I guess, would be more, but isn't. And so it's like, that's my MO. That's what I'm constantly doing. And
Right.
it's like, people can, like, shut up. It's like, sometimes I think to myself, who do you guys think you are? Like, you morons. Like, I do more with less than most people on this earth.
Yeah.
My goodness. Judge
Well,
me. And your life.
So Brittany came over to our house today,
Yeah.
and like if I found a truck like that for $300 a month, Brianna would be fine, just totally happy with it.
Right.
You know.
And you still would be right around the average.
Yeah.
The average home, with keeping that Pilot. And guess what, Tyler? Just so you're aware, there's 3 other trucks. Just saying.
We screwed up our credit so bad.
We do have really good credit.
Yeah. We screwed
Like,
it up
I'm over
so
an
bad.
800 credit score.
Wow. I was like that all the way up until about January of last year. And then
Yeah, so your rate would probably be it might be in like 8, 9.
yeah.
I think mine's 7.2, which is still high. So I'm probably gonna refinance it when hopefully they go down, but still.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our credit was just not great. So we had late fees.
Dad! You moron!
Anyway. So, but yeah, we're like last year we had to sell a car one of our cars for $500. You know, just to pay for some in the summer, like help pay our rent.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a really crappy position.
It was.
Yeah, they were nice. They gave me 1,000 for the Yaris.
And
it was like, that's nice, because I wasn't actually expecting them to give me anything.
Right.
I was like, they're not giving me anything for this. Like, no way.
Yeah.
So I was pretty.
That is nice.
Yeah, they originally were like 500, but they were like, no, we'll give it. I was like, and that's exactly what I wanted to get rid of it. So perfect. Awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Well, if you need it, if you're looking for a car, I'd love to go car shopping with you.
Yeah.
Go test drive.
There's a
Do KSL.
So I got a Kia Soul.
Yeah.
A few years back.
Right.
And I loved that car.
Yeah.
I like the room in it. You can put down all the all the seats.
Yeah.
And it's like you have a big box truck.
Right.
In the back there.
Right.
It's so much room.
Yeah, that is cool.
Back there. And it's really nice. Like I once took a whole drum set in a tiny little Soul.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
that's cool.
And you just put it back there. So, and also like the mechanics of it is just so simple and just like nothing goes wrong with it because there's just nothing to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
right.
It's not this big monstrosity of wires and gizmos and gadgets stuff.
Right.
You know? So like it doesn't have a turbo, it's just 4-cylinder thing that hopefully will get up a mountain.
Right. Right.
So, but I loved it. And it was a manual and anyway, so I looked and it's like, yeah, $6,000 for a little Soul. Would be nice. But it's crazy. It was crazy. There was, yeah, it was just, this last summer, man, there was time where I was crying because there were a few times, there were things I couldn't afford.
Right.
Like, and
that's such a crappy position to be in.
But I learned a ton from it, you know?
Right.
Like,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's really like, the purpose, right? The purpose of life, the purpose of it at all. It's like we're gonna have trials. We're not gonna get out of it unscathed, right? And
right.
Like, so we might as well learn whatever it is that we need to learn. When we need to learn it. And so it's like that's great.
Right. Like going through the summer, there was a point where I'm like, if I don't get the payment that, because these people were late paying me, and I'm a subcontractor, and if they don't pay you, you don't have money.
Right.
So I was like, okay, rent is due here in like a week, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it,
right.
And so, and I'm like, I'm not gonna miss my dad.
Right. Yeah, that's a really crappy situation too. Feel like you, yeah. I mean, because you don't really want to put your family either in that position, but you also want to feel like you can do it, and it's like part of being a man and part of being like,
Right. So it was that day where I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna get rent. Brianna comes home from the dentist and is like, I have to get a surgery that our insurance doesn't cover.
Right.
It's $1,800. And like, I just lost it.
Right.
I lost it. Like it just, it felt so hopeless,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Oh, it's just...
I stayed way too long. I was greedy. I was a greedy munchkin. And now they're going to dunk all over us. Crap! Someone get to that other one, please! Oh, man. Coming in to save the day! Ah! Man, how's Blastoise so fast? He is super fast. He got all the way back to it. Man, that's crazy. I don't remember him being so fast. That's alright. We'll tidy up here. No, I don't feel like you should do that. Stop hitting the thing. Let's get people first. But we don't want to do this. Nope. Okay. You can get him. Yep. Okay, cool. Go get Delphox. Okay, maybe not. Three. Each of us have 3 down. Okay. You should back. Go back. You need help. No, you need help. Stink face. You should not be sitting there. Go back. Get help. You're literally gonna die in 2 seconds. Thank you. Dumb. Gosh, and then we start talking the thing again.
Oh man.
Four of them are dead. Who's the last one?
Well done, dude.
Did I? Okay. He's gonna
Anyway, so yeah, I was just like, I'm going to find a way through this. So it was like all my debts and minimum payments just were not gonna get paid, you know?
Right.
So
why are you doing that? Why are you attacking Tyler? Why? Why? Why are they doing that? Like, what is the purpose?
3, 2, 1.
Please. Thank you. Like, what was the purpose of that?
I
Why are we attacking Rayquaza when 4 of them are dead, 1 of them is alive, okay? Like, just sit! Just sit there! Oh my gosh!
You win.
Morons!